The future of hip-hop. Are you ready?
You ready to kick some ass?
You did it again!
Turn it up.
Turn your radios up. Yo, turn it up.
Fire up another joint.
You're rocking with
Charlie Glass.
Life's a bitch and then you die, the same rule applies when you gain a little rise. Now you got to feel me. This whole game sounding saturated. I'm a Elm City native with an out west kick, blessed with the gift, so I ain't trying to hear that riff. I got my own area code, but home is cold. I gotta pull the heat out on they ass with the quick fast. Every bystander get it for real in 3D. I'm just me and you just that. Commercial crack in our neighborhoods, mostly found on the radio. Get that guap, serve that block. The fiends flock for a whiff of the potentest garbage you ever heard. Just like a bird sleeping around with rap critters. You say nigga, and I say use at your discretion. Only the weapons make you a man. Son, understand that the art of war is killing these cowards with intellect. My path set, I'm destined to rise. What's up and coming? And I can't change that. No, I won't look back. My baby need new shoes, and my wife need a home. I came in this all alone and still about my business. Good living and freeing my path of all pigeons. In an instant, the curtains can close. It's so hard to say goodbye to a life when it just got started. Dearly departed, we have here a true rebel with cause. No yield signs, no pause, just cause and effect. I'm as real as they expect, let it be known. It's KODE the specialist for life. It's Holla Black.
East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. North side, South side, let's ride. Let's party, y'all, all night.
Hey yo, it's your boy A-Roo and I'm chillin' with my boy Charlie Glass on the Underground Express.
You did it again! Turn it up. Turn your radios up. Yo, turn it up.
Fire up another joint.
You're rocking with
Charlie Glass.
My niggas got that last song, you know that.
First of all, thank you for having me, man. This my name is KODE, that's with the K. Better known as KODE the Specialist. It's sort of like a alter ego thing going on, you know. As MCs, we have different personalities, but for the most part, man, I'm a native of the Elm City, which is better known as New Haven, Connecticut, 203 area code. And you know, being from such a city that's so talented and so diverse, and you know, it's kind of like I'm an advocate for our upcoming, which is, you know, soon coming. And I've been on the other side of verbal and writing and, you know, talking about some of the damnation of our, you know, of our world, of our, you know, culture. And over the years, about 2 decades and counting, I've somewhat educated myself, and I just said to myself, you know, I'm not going to be a part of the damnation anymore. I'm going to be more of a solution. I'm going to talk about stuff that is going to uplift my kids, your kids, you know, and just be conscious and be more, you know, of a solution to the problem, because there definitely is a problem, man. You know, the whole dumbed down factor is just not in my bloodstream, and I'm very intellectual. I happen to come from the era where hip hop began, and you know, and I'm gonna be a part of the the evolve of the actual coming back, because it will come back. I feel like we're on our way back to, you know, more lyrical aspects as much as the gimmickry and, you know, and somebody just trying to hide behind a ill beat, you know, is definitely coming back, I believe. So, you know, that's my story, man. It's longevity, you know, a lot of educating myself, you know, knowledge of self, and just trying to be a solution, man.
I appreciate that. That's real rap right there. You open it up well. It was something that I've been talking about for weeks. You know, a lot of cats come at it, and I could tell you have the history, because you said MC opposed to saying rap artist, what leads me to believe that, you know, you do have an understanding of what it really is. Coming from the Elm City, and anybody who lives in Connecticut knows, just like in Hartford, you know, there's a lot of violence, there's a lot of dumbed down. You mentioned that as well. A lot of the time our people don't like to hear the truth and understand the truth, because they don't know how to get out of certain situations. They don't know how to bring things to the forefront, to understand that they're not the only persons dealing with a father walking out on a young girl who's having a baby, somebody getting food stamps, not being able to eat every day, somebody's mother who's addicted to crack. And you know what? This is not isolated to black people or Hispanics only. This is a world problem. Speak to me about what you're doing, because within your lyrics and everything, you show that positiveness. You know that you were not going to conform and be a contribution to the dumbed downness. Talk to us about that.
Well, I mean, as far as my mission, and I don't want to preach and stuff, but I am a believer of a higher power. And with that being said, man, I came up poor, you know what I'm saying, minority, whatever they want to call us. And I just found a way to take all that frustration and that pain and channel it into some type of God-given, gift. And mine just happened to be the voices in my head got translated down to the paper, into the studio, and put out. So my whole vision is like just going from MC into sort of a journalist phase, and that's pretty much how I title myself now, because I'll take your problem, her problem, his problem, anybody's situation, because I've seen it all. If not dealt with it firsthand, I've had brothers and sisters that have been through damn near everything at early ages, and I'm just a reporter now, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the stuff that I talk about is not just my story. It's a little bit of my whole city's story, and amongst my travels, I'm just jotting down and connecting with everybody's pain and joy, because not everything is bad, you know what I'm saying? It could be worse, you know what I'm saying? That whole theory of more money, more problems, I do believe in that. So personally, I'm looking at the whole picture, and I'm saying to myself, okay, now that I have children, what could I do to enlighten them or to educate them to make them into better citizens, And it's kind of like our job. After a certain level at playing this whole rap game thing, you gotta mature into somebody that's, teaching through lyrics, some of the greats like KRS-One, and Brand Nubian, and the list goes on, man. There was a lot of education going on, man, and I want to play part of that. I want to be somewhat of a scholar in my own right, and I want to educate my people, everybody, and I want to connect through music, because that's really the answer to a lot of the problems, man. If you notice, I mean, there's really, you being a host and a DJ, you know that music is a song for every situation, pretty much, you know what I'm saying? So I channel into that mode, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm feeling good, I'm going to make something that's going to inspire and make people rejoice. If I feel like some trickery is going on and, the wolves trying to be pulled over my eyes, I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about the deception on the news and, everything that's going on around me. So once we wake up and we just become journalists instead of rappers and entertainers, however you want to label, then that's my mission at this point in my life. And it's been a long, long run for me, and I'm just grateful to be here to still tell a story, because a lot of people, man, that I looked up to are either, heavy into drugs or locked away. They never really had a chance to be heard. So, I mean, I'm possessed with a lot of the past and the present, and I'm being channeled, man. Some people call me crazy, man. I'm being channeled by a lot of these spirits, man, and I feel like I'm just carrying on the tradition, man, running with the torch, so that's basically what I come forth with at this stage of my career, man. And it's been a long run, man. I got a lot of things on the table, and I'm just trying to be an asset.
Let's talk about them in particular. Do you find it difficult to have people listen to more of a positive message than that message of something that, somebody's pumping, Molly at somebody? What is it like for you when you go out and perform to the people, and how are they receiving the information?
Well, me being from the true school. I don't like to go with the old school thing. Me being from the true school, man, it's kind of like, I fall into any. It's kind of like with me, man. It's really a connection through the music and the way I deliver. You gotta have confidence in what you write first and foremost, man. When I sit down to write, I believe so much in what I'm writing that as far as my deliverance in any setting, I believe in it. You got to believe in yourself. So with that being said, when I'm on that stage or if I'm in that recording booth, man, I believe that not only I will like what I'm doing, I believe that whoever I'm entertaining at the time is going to accept the realness, because through all the trickery, there's always truth, you know what I'm saying? And people really recognize as real in my world. So, I could kind of get on the same page as a lot of the, rappers, per se, get on and start talking about stuff that really, I can't really relate to. But at the same time, it's like with me, man, it's just, I really never had a situation where I wasn't accepted. And because even with my message and my positivity, whatever, they want to call it, I actually can connect with everybody because I'm telling a true story, man. But at the same time, I'm picking the right production, I'm picking the right tracks to still keep the people, moving and dancing. And that was kind of the trade back in the day, man. A lot of the stuff we could move to, we could break to, we could pop to, but there was strong messages over it. So I'm just sticking to the script pretty much. So that's what allows me to survive in today's era because, I'm not going to give you a whack track. I'm going to give you something that you can bounce to, but if you turn that off, you're also going to hear sensible poetry.
I like that. Let's talk about the upcoming projects. And make sure, too, we hit them off with your Twitter handle, your YouTube page. If you got anything on Dat Piff that's popping up and coming, let's make sure that we give that to the people because I appreciate, first of all, the conversation. Second of all, a brother who's experienced and who can help move our youth into a positive direction. So let's talk about the music. Who you working with? You got any collabos on here? You work with any artists on the outside of the Elm City? And what's popping next couple?
Well, up and coming, though, I've been pushing the Show Must Go On. That's my veteran album there. The Show Must Go On is available worldwide. And, a lot of people, first of all, I want to get everything clear with the name and how it's spelled. And it's KODE RED. Now, with that being said, man, I'm Google ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, pretty much you can find The Show Must Go On, my veteran album, worldwide, iTunes, Amazon, self-distributed, pretty much. Now, the latest projects, I do have a mixtape out that I put out earlier last year, right after I dropped the album and finished promoting that because I'm self-contained. I'm like sitting here, I'm doing all the distributing, the writing, the producing, and, a lot of the engineering, executive producing, and all of that. So, I got a lot of hats, like you said. But for right now, man, I got the Sitting on Gold project, which is the mixtape that's available for free on datpiff.com. There's a link under KODE for that. I think it's www.KODE1. And then I have another Street Airwaves mixtape. It's on the same page as, the Dat Piff. It's on the same site. So I got two mixtapes out there that I wanted to give to people to kind of like prepare them for what's coming for this summer. And being that I was away since the last album I put out was about 2008, and then I started working on the two mixtapes, Sitting on Gold and Street Airwaves by KODE. I pretty much finished putting the touches on this latest project, which started off supposed to be an EP. It was called My Rain is More Than a Drizzle. And then I had so much collabs and things coming and going, man, it became an LP. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be putting out next. And then I have an untitled album that I'm finishing also that I'm going to come out this summer with as well. And with that, like I'm calling on a lot of the vets from the area that kind of ran a certain era, you know, like, and they still have a voice. So I went back to the essence and kind of looked for, you know, some of the artists like Frank Nitty, you know, from the Elm. He's a, you know, very outspoken MC, man, very talented. He took it as far as competing on 106 in Park, representing 203 in battle MCing. I have a lot of collabs with a lot of up-and-coming and producers, young and old. You know, my man Mark from Merc Squad. I got a lot of vets, man, that I called on. And I think that we still have a voice. So I got my man Grim Jim on the album. He's also a local cat that's really strong lyrically. Got my man Monty, which is an R&B sensation around the area. Pretty much my DJ Prime, you know, he's been with me since high school, elementary, man. So I'm just sticking to the roots, man, because, you know, we never put down, you know, the art, man. We pretty much evolve with time and made sure that we can, you know, be relevant to date. So, you know, I'm willing to work with anybody that just has some type of, you know, vision and is willing to just be themselves. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I mean, definitely. You know, that's pretty much, it's so much going on, man. I mean, you know, I'm trying to put it all into a time frame, but the latest project that's available for the people is The Show Must Go On. And then I have My Rain Is More Than a Drizzle coming out within weeks. So we're doing a lot of mix downs, and we're going to be promoting it on the Facebook, which anybody that's interested can hit me up at www.KODE1. That's on Facebook. That's pretty much my MO. And then I have the Twitter access, which is KR, the Specialist, at Twitter. So it's actually spelled the way it sounds, KRTHA Specialist at Twitter. So, I mean, I try to, you know, keep my fans and my friends, you know, in the mix. So I got a lot of different sites you can connect with me, but the most, you know, popular ones I think we even connect a lot on would be the Facebook and Twitter. So, you know, the people can find links and free songs and the SoundCloud. Just Code Red, KR the Specialist, one or the other, you're going to be able to find out.
We'll definitely be in touch. As a matter of fact, I was going to send you out a track, and I'm definitely going to do that tonight. So, again, I appreciate your time and wish you much success.
Thank you for having me, man. Hope you more success with this movement you're doing, man. Glad to be a part of it.
Smoke something. You fucking haters.
You're rocking with Charlie Glass.